Okay. Oh god. It's so loud. 1 second. Sorry, it's coming out of 2 different speakers at once at the moment. And also not capturing, which is cool. Yeah, hot second here. Why aren't you capturing? Excuse you. There we go. Stop doing that. So as you can see, I've purchased Endwalker. There's no more at the start of this. But yeah, so let me catch you up on some of the story. Since I last streamed it, I've, you know, put in like 25 or so hours into the game. I've defeated all the Light Wardens. So if I'm pretty sure I did some of this stuff before, but we're in the first reflection of the source, a different dimension world thing that was split from the source when Hydaelyn and Zodiac fought, and we were restoring the night sky to everything by defeating the Light Wardens, which are super special Sin Eaters that have a lot of ether. And we did that, and the whole time I was absorbing all the light. And unfortunately, I can only hold so much. So the sky is now back to being crappy and whatnot because I broke, basically. And I'm on my way to becoming a Sin Eater. Which is not good. We're trying to stop that, basically, which is why we're here, kind of. Just updating the thing. But yeah, so we're helping out some sea fish people, and it's good. Really, Thancred. Oh, that's fun. Cool. Well, that's certainly a way up. I feel like it's kind of dangerous to do this, but I might die. Oh, no, we're good. We just have to keep away from all of those things. So yeah, as you can see, I'm currently in a Dragoon. I'm trying to alternate between my Dragoon and my Ninja, just to keep things balanced, or something at least. I think I'll head up past Thancred, actually. That probably loops around, I bet. But yeah, so we're at the bottom of the sea. The reason being that, well, this is Tempest, and the Ascian Emet Selch is living down here, and we want to go chat with him. Y'shtola hath forged ahead. Shall we continue our own advance? Hell yeah, Arianger. Also, check out, I don't think I streamed this when we ran into him originally. I don't think. But doesn't he look cool? Like, he really went all out on his Astrologian outfit. Tataru would be proud. Not to mention Y'shtola. Y'shtola's dress is so pretty. Like, between the back and the lace up and everything like that, to the etchings and everything with the nice jewel. Great. Hi. Rocked up so shiny, but I think this coral is thick enough to serve as a bridge. Indeed. Ridiculously sized coral. My friend gave me this mount. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. But they're kind of fun. Off to the west, huh? Wonder if I'll run into Alphina or Alize first. Looks like Alphina. Maybe I missed Alize. You have a choice of 2 routes from here. Take the long way to the south along the rocks, or skip along this coral branch as Alize has done. I, for one, shall be following my sister's example. I mean, it's all to the west. I'll follow. Though it looks pretty fun to go that way too. But yeah, also we rode Bismarck here. Or like a first version of Bismarck. Because the King of the Fays, who we are besties with, ordered him to. Oh, Alpha now. He's doing so good. He's grown so much. Oh, I see her. I see her over there. Hi. What's up, girl? There you are. Come on, I think I found the tunnel we were looking for. So we're heading to a sacred site of the Sahuagin around here. We're going this way, probably? Because it has... Oh, because they saw lights turn on in the buildings underneath the ocean and whatnot. And so we're following that as a way to get to Emet Selch. And we're almost to the ether current. Maybe it's up over this way. Maybe. To the southwest. Oh, maybe not, actually. Huh. Well, this looks dubious. Maybe Y'shtola can help with this? Yeah. This must be the berry that Ondo spoke of. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a certain rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. 'Twas a treacherous path indeed. I believe one of us needs but raise a hand to banish this next obstacle. May I'd like you to do the honors. Why me, though? I'm not supposed to exert myself, though. Wait, why does it open though? Gone, just like that. I suppose we should head in. Oh yeah, and this is Reen. The girl right there on the right. Like it's not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? So, Reen is the new name that the Minfilia rebirth thing has decided its name is. Or well, Thancred actually gave it to her because he's basically like behaves as her father. But yeah, so Minfilia became, you know, enthralled by Hydaelyn basically, and turned into the Oracle of Light. Turned into the Oracle of Light, and basically has been defending the First from Sin Eaters for quite some time. And whenever she dies, because, you know, she's basically part Hydaelyn at this point, she just gets reborn like 15 years later or so, and essentially behaves like an Ascian and takes over the body of someone. Here, this is how we're gonna do this. Step 1, become a ninja. Step 2, hide. I just want to talk to these people. I don't want to deal with fish. But yeah, so she was basically possessed by Minfilia's spirit for a while, and then basically decided to live her own life and then take her own name. That is a very long drop. Please, no heroic jumps over the edge. I don't think my heart could take it. They're just begging for me to do it. I Thancred. Nah, I not want to chance that leap. Hugging the northern wall on the way down seems like the wiser proposition. I mean, is there land down there? Can I jump it? No, you can't. Also, in case you're wondering how the heck is there like air down here for everyone to be breathing, because it's not a problem for us. We have the blessing of the Kojin, so we can breathe underwater, which is very handy against the Farth. I forget what their name was. Angry fish frog people who like to drown sailors and stuff, and are supposedly born for the souls of drowned men. But yeah, they attempted to drown me, and it didn't really work because I literally can't drown. Hello. Where thy footfalls, my friend? Our road taketh us ever onwards, unto ever deeper darkness. Oh, Oriante. I used to really not like him very much. Like, I found him kind of annoying and strange, and like someone who would betray us at any minute. Like, that's really the feeling he gave off most of the time. But he has very, very swiftly become one of my favorites in this expansion. Like, he's very serious, but also he has like these really funny little quips every now and then, just like cut right to the heart of silliness. And it's just fun. He's a good dude.
By the gods.
Well, look at that. Wow. I expected one building, not an entire metropolis.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Are we gonna find Emet, like, just in a bar somewhere? So I really wish we could see, like, Y'shtola vision sometimes. One cannot blame the Ondo for fleeing the spectacle of these brooding edifices. We, however, have not the luxury of fear. Emet Selch holds the Exarch captive somewhere within that vast city. Yet even if we must search every alleyway, we will find them. When the chieftain spoke of lights shining from the abyss, this is not at all what I imagined. Why would Emet Selch do this? You'd think all those dark bodings would be frightening, but for some reason they just make me feel sad. It's big, I'll grant you, but cluttered city streets are far more conducive to infiltration than wide open spaces. This will work to our advantage, trust me. Look at this place. Aye, do you note the style of the architecture? 'Tis the same used for the remnants of the cups and the mural's painted towers. Look closely. Emet Selch has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the magnitude of his artifice is staggering. Though it pains me to admit, we do not fully understand the feats of which an old world Ascian is capable. I don't know which one I want. Skill speed, I guess. Alright, let's go. The end of a world. It's intimidating, yes, but we have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a closer look at that tower to the southeast? Might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. This one, you mean? Alright, where is it? There's an ether current. Aha! I really can't decide. Like, this one's item level is 515, and like it makes my direct hit rate go up like crazy. But for some reason, even though this has strength plus 184, and like crazy vitality and other things and whatnot, like the recommendation still says to use this other one, and I don't understand it. It seems like the wrong move, but I mean, if this is an enchantment on a bunch of ruins just to make it look like an active city, I guess the reason that Emet Selch would do it would be to try to further communicate to us exactly what he's fighting for. Because like one of the things that I've really enjoyed about this expansion so far is that they've been diving a bit deeper into why the Ascians do what they do. And it's been really good and interesting. Like, it, you know, obviously it's their word against everything else, but I really don't see a reason why. Like, it doesn't really seem like Emet Selch is lying about things. And you know, like, we paint the Ascians as evil because they're willing to murder millions upon millions of people to rejoin the reflections back to the source in order to recreate the world as one whole piece again instead of being divided into 13. Which, like that's basically what the heroes in Tales of Symphonia do, just with 2 worlds and not one. And they're the heroes of that story. And the people who split it were the villains. But here we have people fighting to keep it separate. Closing door. I don't know, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it and hoping that we'll get more tonight. Look at the size of those doors. Now I know how pixies must feel. My range recognized. Welcome to the city of Amaurot. Will you be riding the lift? Sorry, my phone just went off. Did the building just welcome you? Mayhap it is not so passing strange. Did Emet Selch not invite mine to visit his abode? 'Tis plain thy coming was expected. And where will this lift be taking us? The lift services every level of Akora Heights, or Ashura Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With emphasis on the we, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. I wish to ride the lift. As you wish, the lift will arrive shortly. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of Administration, the Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. It's like being in Atlantis or something. If mine eyes do not deceive, we sit in some manner of communal square. Just a moment. I thought I saw something. I just can't believe how tall everything is. Seems useful enough, he said, tempting fate. Each of these towers seems a veritable city in itself. Even a Gigas would feel inadequate in such surroundings. I'll probably just be angry. It's only at this distance that you start to realize just how big the buildings truly are. What did that voice call the city? Amaurot? Look, over there. Is that a person? Oh, no, my mistake. That's a giant. Doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Giant or no, a resident of this place may have much or more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alpha, no, you can't just... Hello, Asian friend. Pray excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? Oh, what adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounded like no language I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the Polylirate district, wherein lie the institutions most vital to the management of our star. Can you tell us where to find Emet Selch? Can you tell us who rules the city? Ah, I see. You come to marvel at the workings of the Convocation of 14. Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thus, you must understand that getting an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now, before your family's going to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We will be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. Some I Am Legend shit right here. Emet Selch, the last Askian in this area, probably. And he's conjured up cardboard boxes to replay memories, basically. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I suspect Emet Selch wove them from ether, much as he reconstructed the rest of the city. The final days. Such words well befit the oblivion described to us by our Asian foe, a catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiark, and thence Heidelin herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? That man spoke as if they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless, for these people, the distance past is the here and now. I believe thou hast the right of it, Master Alphino. This ethereal Amaurot and his residents appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emet Selch hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So, we find ourselves in a long-destroyed city inhabited by the long-departed. An unusual situation, to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this Convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. To Mingling, then. let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. All right, let's go find some giants. Let me just get pulled along by my little hand here. Oh look, he's so big. Let's see. So I go this way first and then double back on myself. Trust in the scholars, they will find a solution. What's in this building? One can never be too young to take an interest in the rhetorical arts. Welcome, little one, welcome. I'll chat with the actual appropriate one in a minute. How may I help you, little one? Do you wish to peruse the transcripts of the great debates? Or would you like to reserve a room for a discussion? We are here to serve your needs. Optimistic Amrotine. Hi. Should seem the hall is host to a most precocious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, should be the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the complication of their handling of the coming peril. It's only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all know, the 14 are the wisest and most present among us. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions which keep this star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habrea, or the emissary, Elidibus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Loghift, Mitron, Emet Selch, their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and a matter of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus it is with great incredulity that I greet this recent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, it would be an unprecedented development, and testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. Anyway, I for one am confident they shall deliver our star anticipation. So did he just imply that they're not names but titles? Their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and a matter of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. I think that means that it's not a name, it's a title. Ah. We're learning so much about the Ascians. Also, I kind of like that they're huge like this, because when we fought the twin Ascians in was it Heavensward? It's a trial that's come up for me a number of times while grinding. But we fought two at once and they were this height, and I always thought it was kind of weird that they were that size. I guess they actually are. Good gracious, child, where's your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home quickly now. Have we not heard? Yet confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our stars. They're calling it the final day. 'Tis said it starts suddenly, a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance, an eternal fall of fire or rain, an incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of the phenomena. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if a force inimical to life now festers and spreads. 'Tis only a matter of time until Amaurot too resounds to that discordant squall. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. So it turns the it turns their own magic around creation against them. But creation magic would be darkness ether, wouldn't it be? So like the other bit of lore that we've learned from all this stuff is that like light trends towards stasis, which is like one of the reasons why the first I'm you know underneath the ocean right now, but half the world is gone basically, and just stuck in shining light of stasisness. So now I'm like thinking about that a lot. Pharaoh the Architect. Remember that scene in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where Martin or whatever his name is walks up to the clerk and like he's so small in comparison to the Bogarts? So I'm reminded of. This is your first time here. Take a number if you haven't already, then sit on for a good long wait. Welcome to the Bureau of the Architect, little one. I should be glad to assist you in locating the concept you seek after I finish assisting those ahead of you in the queue. Concept. An audience with Emet Selch. I'm afraid you have the wrong office, little one. Besides, she'll be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. Surely you've been told of the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to the convocation must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. They've yet to make an official announcement, but it said the 14 are moving forward with a plan of scarce, credible proportions. One which promises to grant will to the very star itself. They will invoke our mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus I say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. So the other bit of lore that I should probably mention is what the Ascian told us, Emet Selch, about Zodiark and Hydaelyn. Let to go backwards. I want to go attuned to the ether right though. Can I get over there right now actually? Oh yeah, there's a staircase. But the whole will of the star and that business and whatnot was how they created Zodiark, who was like basically the first primal. And then according to the murals we found before and then the explanations from Emet Selch, Hydaelyn was actually created as a balancing force to Zodiark to make sure that, like, you know, people were afraid that it would get out of control, essentially. And that they wouldn't be able to control Zodiark. And so they needed some way to stop it if need be. And so they created Hydaelyn, who was given the power to split things, basically. And then because she assaulted Zodiark and used her magic on it, and he was the will of the star and all that business, splitting him resulted in splitting the world itself from 1 into 13. And that's basically the origin story of the different dimensions that we have in Final Fantasy XIV. And so the Ascians they're doing the rejoining, or rather they cause calamities in order to make it possible for the different shards of reality to merge back into the source, because that's their way of trying to, you know, fix things and make the world whole again. And, you know, them bringing back Zodiark and being able to manifest him again and whatnot essentially is their way of trying to put the world back to the way it was in this time. Which is really neat. Well, that was an experience. I was never very fond of being treated like a child, but it did make asking questions less suspicious. Yeah, if I was not certain before than I am now. The people of the city believe they face the end of the world. Can imagine what purpose compelled Emet Selch to recreate this ancient Amaurot. And yet, I fancy I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench. He would have his story known. Yep, that's pretty much it. Where's everyone else? We can compare notes once the others return. Hopefully then our next move will become clear. There's a blue quest over there. Do I get to take quests from the memories? It would seem our conversations were much alike. A looming disaster, creation magics running rampant, and this convocation's efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. I suppose there was talk of little else in the time when these events came to pass. Ah, Oyanje, if I may, what are your thoughts on the ancients' art of creation? A fascinating discipline indeed. Aught the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is as clear a concept upon which to focus one's will. 'Tis not dissimilar to the primal rites taught by the Asians, wherein ritual ceremony breatheth life into figments of myth and legend. I say we arrived at the same conclusion then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, it seems they paid the cost of not more than a fraction of the ether which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies and then seek to draw the balance from elsewhere, from a hoard of crystals mayhap, or from the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became in effect a means for destruction. An interesting matter which no doubt bears further study, but despite all these revelations, we are no closer to finding Emet Selch. Has anyone learned aught which might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what we've heard, it seems the convocation of 14 is sequestered in the nearby Capitol building. We went to see for ourselves. The attendant wouldn't let us through without a writ of permission, so we tried our luck at the Bureau of Administration where we thought these permissions might be issued, but the clerk there said he couldn't help us since our names didn't appear in the registry. And that was where we gave up. I wonder though, could you be eligible for one of these writs? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you were. It might be that your name is registered at the bureaus as well. Worth a look, I'd say. Meanwhile, I'll head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on thy reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. I think I'd like to speak with more of these ancients. Maybe they know something that could help cure Mai's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course I don't mind. Just lead the way. Friends. Then Yustol and I will busy ourselves with further exploration. There is surely more intelligence to be had. And so we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the capital. Okay, you guys have fun. Oh, we have 3 blue quests. Sorry, just taking a sip of liquid, yeah. Alright. So am I doing errands for big people? To earn my Aether currents? Ether currents, sorry. I just want to say Aether. I don't know why. Patronizing Amaurot. Yeah. The patronizing Amaurot is shouting as though their disapproval of your attire. Yeah, right. I must say, little one, those garments you're wearing, they are your own original concepts, I take it. Clearly they must be, given their rather singular flamboyance. I would never dream of stifling a fledgling creator's creativity, but to parade about in your culture individually is hardly praiseworthy. An Amaurot of character shares their creations with the community. They do not hoard them for their use alone. To delight in disparity is a mark of the morally deficient. Disparity engenders feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bond of fellowship. Thus do we encourage creators to share and share alike, else we risk kindling the embers of covetous and violence that ever smolder in the hearts of all. Therefore I must implore you, little one, to cast aside your original trappings and don the communal robes, that you might acquit yourself as an equal among many. In so doing you will be afforded greater respect and autonomy. Worry not, for this will be a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the Hall of Rhetoric carrying robes perfectly suited for one of your diminutive stature. I'm sure they'll be glad to share their wealth with you. But do hurry, little one. They as a collective are ever watching and weighing your worth. Okay. I'll go get some new duds. If all these quests are as easy as just like running around and fetching something new, then that's great. Are you the one they're talking about? Yeah. Hello. Oh, are we looking rather smart this day? What can I do for you, little one? I want robes. Robes to serve in lieu of your ensemble? Ha, how prudent. Alas, I have nothing I can offer you at this present time. The ones your associate saw me carrying earlier were a failed experiment. I never intended to make them so small, so I disposed of them shortly thereafter. A failed experiment. By your bemused expression, I gather you find it odd that your elders can fail in so simple an application of creation magics. It is more common than you may realize, little one. In this instance, a gaggle of children was passing by as I held the image of the robes in my mind's eye. Simply by becoming aware of their presence was the form of influence, and the final product changed. All things considered, it could have been worse. Just the other day I was attempting to conceive a white-haired lion, when all of a sudden this exquisite eagle alighted on the nearby railing, giving me quite the shock, and dramatically altering my initial concept. Yes, indeed. It's the most unexpected development, but not an altogether unwelcome one. Great strides are often born from unexpected impetuses. But even inspiration has its limits. For all the wonders we have wrought, I do wonder if there will come a time when we have fully explored the potential of our powers, when there is truly nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imitation and stagnation remain. But such esoteric matters need not concern you, little one. For now, I would encourage you to embrace your creativity and work your magic without fear of failure. Nevertheless, it would still be in your best interest to don the appropriate robes to avoid excess scrutiny. Why don't you go to the Bureau of the Architect and request the appropriate concepts so you can fashion one yourself? Sure, I'll do that right after I take whatever the quest in here is. Hello. What do you want? A battle of wits. Okay. Greetings, little one. Come to debate? At so young an age, how wonderful. Shall we retire to the benches and settle on a topic? Oh, my apologies for jumping to conclusions. My friends are not quite as fond of the hall-less rhetoric as I am, so I have a habit of chatting up any potential conversation partners. So if you're not here to debate, I presume you are here to learn about the mysterious and esoteric goings-on here. It will be my pleasure to act as your tutor in these matters if you will indulge me. The Hall of Rhetoric is, as its name indicates, a place where citizens may freely gather to discuss and debate all manner of topics. This central forum is ideal for open discourse, but smaller rooms are available for those desiring more intimate conversations. Oh, and there's a wealth of reading material concerning rhetorical techniques and history penned by the greatest minds on offer as well, should you wish to refine your techniques through self-study. To my mind, however, rhetoric is a living, breathing thing that is best experienced in the moment of conception and execution. Perhaps a demonstration would best serve to further your education. I saw a contemporary of mine engaged in a lively debate earlier, just outside the hall. Go and see if they are still there, and issue to them my personal invitation to a friendly battle of wits. They over here? Ah. Firebrand. Hello. But that is precisely my point. That their obsession with this so-called mandate to approve only the most beneficial concepts for wider distribution, never mind the ridiculous subjectivity of their criteria, has led the Bureau of the Architect astray from its original purpose. Have you business with me, child? Regardless, I'm in the middle of a heated discussion with my partner. Come back later. Excuse me. No. My position has nothing to do with the intrinsic value, unique identity, and whether or not it is retained. But I posit that the reproductions of a given concept are inherently imperfect, and thus they are themselves unique, albeit in minor but significant degrees. And most importantly, this variance is not to be condemned, but celebrated. Better Better that than to strive in vain for an impossible standard that, if met, would leave us lesser for lack of diversity. Notice me, senpai. My, aren't you a stubborn little bugger? Strangely endearing, I must admit. But we have all the time in the world. Why are you so insistent that I speak with you this very instant? Ah, you are acquainted with that chatterbox. I suppose I do owe them a debate or two. And now as good as an occasion as any. So be it. What will they debate about, I wonder? So you're to be an observer? No, that would not do. You must be an active participant. You must engage in the discourse. Only by doing so will you learn and grow, little one. Hi. I see you have found my friend. Thank you, little one. Without further ado, let us commence the promised debate. What is the speed of an African swallow? As to the matter what subject we shall debate today, I propose the recent calamity which has befallen our friends across the pond. What say you? The singular point of contention is, of course, whether or not Amaurot should intervene on their behalf. I believe we should. The scale of the disaster which threatens that distant metropolis is of a scale heretofore unseen, and so equally considerable resources must be committed to counteracting its effects. I disagree. The scale concerns me less than the nature of the proposition itself. Who are we to unilaterally intervene in the affairs of those half a world away? Are we to be the saviors of one and all? Such arrogance may well lead to our own downfall. While I understand your concerns from a philosophical standpoint, I fear you are too quick to dismiss practical considerations out of a desire to maintain an unassailable moral authority. Sorry, unassailable. But let us, you and I, hold here for the present and offer the floor to our young student. You have heard our opening salvos in this debate concerning the fate of our neighbors across the sea. What is your opinion on the matter? To ignore the plight of those one might consider to say is not wisdom, it is indolence, or we cannot save everyone. Sometimes it's all we can do to save ourselves. I don't... Oh, I'll go with the other guy for now. Just for fun. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings, the unvarnished truth and purest wisdom. One must first look to one's own affair before that of the others, and the same must be said of our distant neighbors. To save them would be to deprive them of the agency to determine their own fate. If self-interest is to take precedence, then consider the lost benefit to Amaurot. There is clear and undeniable value in using this situation as a test bed for our newest creations, but we might develop and refine our defenses against potential threat to our own fair city. A plea to practicality, I see, and one which you doubtless believe I have given you ample cause to invoke. But you misrepresent my arguments as enlightened self-interest, when in truth it is rather a more nuanced position. So, this entire city is just a Reddit thread, basically. Or at least this building, I suppose. I must say it has been far too long since I engaged in such a refreshing exchange of ideas. My colleague was equally delighted by the opportunity, you may be assured. Some decry it as little more than an academic exercise. After all, we failed to reach a meaningful consensus. But I dare say they missed the forest for the trees. Are we not more enlightened by the experience? Have we not been exposed to a greater variety of viewpoints? Is there not value in this alone? I truly believe we are blessed to be part of a society that exalts the free exchange of ideas and that encourages active participation in the public discourse. This may have been no more than your first foray into the exciting world of rhetoric, but I sense you have a soul of a debater in you. You may well have the potential to change Amaurot in ways that no one ever thought possible. I shall be watching your trajectory with great interest, my young friend. Thanks for the ether current. Alright, let's go get some robes. Looks like our other quest is over there too, so that's handy. This is quite a nice relaxing memory that Emet Selch has made for us to enjoy. Oh hey, look at you, a little kid. Is he gonna say anything back? No? Okay. I enjoy the little speech bubbles that pop up around people and whatnot, because sometimes there's like silly memes, just like funny situations, or like depressing things, or just bizarre things. All sorts of stuff. Hello. Welcome to the Bureau of the Architect, little one. Are you here to request a concept for personal use? If so, what sort of concept do you have in mind? Robes, please. Communal robes. That'll take but a moment to prepare, but before I fill a request, I should caution you. Pardon me for asking, but your creative potential is relatively low, is it not? We are trying to assess these things, and I feel that you do not possess the ability to express this concept in physical form. It's almost as though you completely lack it, though that can't possibly be. But regardless of the reason, you needn't worry. We have special tools that may be used to address this very eventuality. I'll furnish you with an etheric rope you can use to restrain one of the misbegotten cubuses that congregate in the plaza north of the Academia Enider? You need to weaken your core before you can reliably bind them, but once you have, you can repurpose their energies to create your own robes. Oh, there is combat here. Start this one up while we're here. Greetings and welcome to the Bureau of the Architect. Are you in need of assistance? It would be my pleasure to answer a question you may have. To your left is the counter where you may submit registrations for new creations. To your right, you will find the counter where you may requisition concepts on file. Am I correct in assuming you are not familiar with the services we provide? I see. A more detailed explanation is in order then. You understand that by harnessing the power of the creation, we can give physical form to all manner of concepts, yes? Picture a bouquet of fresh, fragrant flowers of all the colors of a rainbow. Now picture the self-same flowers formed of a delicate crystal, impossibly fragile and radiating hues beyond the visual spectrum. Every day our people push the boundaries of imagination to conceive new and striking designs like these. But there are limits to what a single individual can shape with their abilities alone. Those who harbor greater ambitions may offer their concepts to others here, that they might with the strength of many accomplish what one cannot. Not all concepts are approved for wider distribution, of course. Dangerous, subversive creations pose a risk to everyone, and so it is only after a comprehensive evaluation, after a concept is judged to further the greater good, that we permit it to be shared with the community. Do you understand, little one? Since you are here, I think you might benefit from conversing with some of the others currently availing themselves of our services. Why don't you go and speak with some of the citizens waiting for their registration to be processed? Much as I would like to believe my explanation was more than sufficient, I expect that you may gain greater insight this way. Okay, let me go talk to this nice person over here. Hello, hello, little one. So rare it is to see one of your size roaming about here. Come to learn about the Bureau, are we? I'm here today to register a new creature. Boneless, with semi-translucent skin. It drifts through the air, like a dancer on a summer breeze, its tentacles trailing behind. It utilizes gas bladders to propel itself from place to place, you see. I'll admit, it's not the most elegant of designs. I'd not shed a tear if it were rejected, quite frankly. For what can I say? I take pleasure in conceiving unorthodox designs. A beginner like you shouldn't take after me, though. If you're learning to pick up a few tips, you should probably ask someone else. Ah, is that my number they just called? If you'll excuse me. Are you the child I saw speaking with the attendant earlier? I thought so. So young and already so eager to learn about concepts and creations. That curiosity will serve you well, little one. I've been credited with a few popular concepts, I'm proud to say. I'm hoping that my latest will be equally well received. Autonomous figures. I say my latest, but really it's the product of many others' efforts and individual insights. But such is the case for every masterwork, I reckon. Autonomy notwithstanding, these creations know no fear. They are wholly devoid of emotion, and will, without hesitation or resistance, engage in any dangerous activity, even if death is assured. There's a beauty in that, I think, and I hope the officials do so as well. I tell you, there's nothing more nerve-wracking and thrilling than the waiting period before you receive the result. I love it, and hate it in equal measure. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. If you're still keen to learn more, why not pester that worry word over yonder? Come to think of it, I think that particular creation was designed to appeal to children. Hello. You there. An aspiring creator coming to learn about the Bureau and its inner workings, I trust. That's all well and good, but since you're here, perhaps you can help me with a little something. I've been refining a concept of mine for some time now. Adorable little creatures designed to be the perfect plaything for any young citizen. I'm so terribly unsure if it's ready to be submitted for approval, which is why I was hoping you might first put it through its paces and tell me what you think. Your honest opinion. Oh, no flattery from you, young lady. This matrix will allow you to summon my creations, but don't use it in here. Take it outside first and don't be afraid to play rough. It's all part of the fun. Play with the creations, you say? I get the sense that it's just violence. That's all it is. First though, we're gonna do the community cohesion one. Because I imagine we're gonna have to go back to the Bureau anyway to actually make the thing, probably. So we might as well try to be efficient about it. That's my thought anyway. What the hell is that? A very violent and disgusting thing. No? Yep, deliver the cube of the concept arc. Alright, so let's go do the other thing outside first. Do this one. The only, really the only thing that bothers me when I go to new areas is how slow all the mounts feel when you're so used to flying around, because it feels significantly faster. Excuse me. Do. Alright, let's play, quote unquote. Yeah, okay. Hey, stab things. Yeah. Oh right. Wow. You can tell it's been a like hot second since I last dragooned it up. Considering how I didn't use Nestron to like right away. Anyhow. Really pretty aetherite over there too. Talk with you first, I guess. How did you find my lovelies? Were they as delightful and engaging as I hoped? Tell me everything, spare no details. They assaulted me. I sighed. They spouted nonsensical phrases and attacked you like mad beasts. How distressing and not at all like what I intended. My serious apologies to you, little one, for the unpleasant experience. Still, from these experiences do we grow stronger and wiser. I look forward to the day when you try your hand at creation too. Alright. Can I have robes? You have done well, little one. Allow me to siphon his energies and prepare the matrix for you. Should only take a moment. Here you are. Creation makes sure that you may use to generate your own robes. Concept is incredible with the crystal, which reviewed with the aether of the beast you brought me. What? Why are you looking at me those you don't know how to channel the powers of creation? It's as natural as breathing. Even a newborn babe has the instinct. Even if your potential is lacking as one of our people, you must surely know what to do. Aww. I don't get new robes. Oh, hey now. Hey now. You're an all-star. Alright. Moving right along. I think I've done all the blue. Oh, I suppose I should have gone down that way. I feel like babies would be a problem in this society. Like if everyone, including a newborn babe, has these like creation powers and whatnot, how do they prevent the baby from just like conjuring up horrible things and like destroying like half of a house whenever they get hungry? Oh, what do you do here? Debate topics, dabble in creation, try to be better. Citizens of Amaurot, the caretakers of the world, stewards who have harnessed the power of creation. It's honor and duty we do not consider lightly. Very young, so very, very young. You needn't concern yourself with such lofty concepts just yet. Attend to your studies. I'm certain we will grow into a proud citizen and avid creator. Amaurot is the intellectual utopia that flourishes at the heart of the world. From the capital where our predominant minds gather to carry out the duties of governance, so the academia and Onidir, where devotees of knowledge started to solve the greatest unsolved mysteries of our era, to the smaller but no lesser valuable institutions. Amaurot is all that you would need, and very much more. What a place this is. Bureau of the Administrator. Talk to the Provisioner first. Oh. He sells dark metal. Dark metal. And a very exciting bunch of random stuff. That is not at all what I was expecting when I saw a Provisioner name. A visitor's writ? Yes, I can assist you. Full name, please. My reins. Please wait near the counter while I confirm your details. reconditioner. Oh, are you a repairer? Oh yeah, he is. I don't need anything repaired though, so. Let me just hang out here, see if Emet Selch has done some magic to get me in there. My ranged application is ready for collection. As your residency was approved by Emet Selch himself, further forms of identification will not be required. Here are your application documents. Submit them at the Bureau of the Secretariat, and the clerk will issue you with the right for the capital. Well, there we go. The interesting thing about that that information about, you know, it being a title, like both their name and title basically, is that Emet Selch was not the first one listed. Rather, it was La Habrea. Which is interesting because the way in like a couple different story missions earlier, the way that Emet Selch referred to La Habrea made it seem and feel as if Emet Selch was like higher up the chain, I suppose. Though I think maybe they might have been on equal footing or something like that. Like there were 3 Asians who ruled, or who were in charge of the other ones rather. I think it was Elidibus, Emet Selch, and La Habrea. So it's fun. They all have such fun names. And there's so many gooey dudes here. Kubus. But also this city is massive. Yeah, I wish I had Freebird unlocked so I could go a little bit faster. But then again, kind of nice to take in the sights, I suppose. Nah, we don't need to fight Cubus. Your pudding body can stay away from me. Hello. Next, please. This is in the capital, are we? Please take a seat. Your name will be called once your application has been processed. Oh, there we go. Please let me actually like pop up to sit. Oh, no, it doesn't. Can I do it if I say to sit though? Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Sit. Try. I was hoping they'd like dangle their feet off all cute like. Ooh, that's not good. This is the, oh god, the light inside of us is trying to turn us into a cinder. May I? Oh, hello. What's your name? You, I think, are from a time beyond ours. Have you followed in the wake of Emet Selch? Nay, there's no cause for alarm. I am simply a shade here and not here. I know only that my name is Hythlodaeus, and that this city is a recreation, a phantom moment plucked from the well of history. These others seem unaware of their pale existence, but I wonder if Emet Selch's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstitution. A stray thought would have been enough. Hythlodaeus will realize the truth, for example. We were close friends once, you see. Yet, in spite of my perception, I play the same role as all the rest. A bit part, meant to bring color and noise to this well-crafted stage. Too much scrutiny. We shall burst like the fragile bubbles we are. Thus I tell you again, my presence is not to concern you. I wish only to share your company whilst we wait. If you've come this far, then you know the catastrophe which awaits us on Amaurot. Final days. What began as isolated incidents soon swelled into a world-spanning threat. The Convocation of 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavored to create a will for our star. They would repair the fundamental laws of order and halt this product of destruction. But creation on such a scale requires an immense source of power. Of those of us who still lived, nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. And from their sacrifice, Zodiark was born. Just as we had hoped, he reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Yet oh, how the star had suffered. So many species lost. The land was blighted, the waters poisoned, even the wind had ceased to blow. Once more did our people give themselves to Zodiark. Another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world, to ensure that trees and grasses and myriad tiny lives would sprout and grow and flourish. The cycle of life had begun anew, and we reconsidered the means by which we might protect it. The Convocation decided thus: we would nurture our world until it was bursting with vitality. Then, when the time was right, we would offer some portion of its living energy to Zodiark. In return, he would restore to us those brethren whose souls had fed his strength, and together we would resume our role as stewards. There were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that enough had been sacrificed to Zodiark, that this new world should belong to the lives newly born. These dissidents surrendered their life energy to the creation of Heidelin, an incarnation of their opposing belief, and for the first time in history, our people stood divided. Know you, then, how this conflict ended? I thought you might. Emet Selch has ever been a champion for the will of Zodiark. The original plan may have been set back by millennia, but he will not have abandoned his course. He will pay the price for our return by whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain glib ease, Emet Selch is not a man to bear his burdens lightly. In fact, I imagine they have only grown heavier with every passing century. Tis truly a terrible weight he has chosen to carry. Well, that's me. It seems your turn has come. Pray do not let me keep you. Nice chatting with you. Histologaeus? What was his name? Histologaeus. Ah, there was one last thing. You walk with another at your side, yes? Nay, I see no definite form. Just the faintest suggestion of a second soul. I doubt it visible to anyone but me. Otherwise, I assume only you can see and hear this ethereal companion. Your connection is hardly a coincidence. In our time, the two of you are one. The color of your souls tells the tale. A hue that distinctive cannot be mistaken, no matter how thin the soul is spread. This is just the kind of fate I might expect for one such as she. Surely, Emet Selch has recognized the hint of her in you. My reins. Fare you well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, simply present the document to the attendant within. Thanks. That was a fun interaction. Nothing like someone knowing they're in a simulation. I wonder if we'll run into Emet Selch on the way or not. Actually, can I return via this way? Just for a change of scenery. So I suppose Asties don't have to breathe either. Considering that before we popped down here with Bismarck's breath and everything to make a giant bubble of air, that this was probably all still underwater. Oh hey, look, hello Tim Toons. Fancy seeing someone else down here. Did you see the drama in Balmung? Nope. I have no idea what any drama is. I'm just here for the story. I assume it's something related to role players though, if I had to take a wild guess. Oh, they've met up with Emet. Oh no, that's Ariandra. Never mind. Hello everyone, I'm back! Let's see. Someone paid for a billboard for some kind of summer party in-game. Okay. A real billboard, and they're using mods for the event. Oh no, not mods! They're gonna get their account banned. You should told them I've just returned from an institution locals called the Academia Enider. From its public offices anyway. We thought an Asian place of learning the ideal spot to research your condition, but it seems we lack the credentials to enter the Academia proper. Ah, good you're here. Everyone seems to be present and accounted for. Master Thancred can best describe our chances for infiltrating the capital. I only hope thine efforts to secure permissions were successful. Finally, you were gone so long I was on the verge of mounting a rescue party. How fared you in your bureaucratic ventures? I got a thing. I see my instincts were correct. And a good thing too. Ariandra and I weighed our chances of breaking into the capital and official entrances by far the more attractive option. The capital boasts not a single armed sentry. 'Twas would seem that in their time they did not deem it needful to post guards. The windows and doors, however, appear heavily warded. Though mightily did we strive with strength mundane and magical, we failed to budge them even a fraction of one elm. Mayhap 'twas simply the case that Emet Selch's recreation did not extend to their usual function. We didn't try everything, of course, but we thought it best to conserve our time and energy for more pressing matters. Speaking of which, Marina and I tried asking about a cure for you. The problem is, these ancients didn't exist beyond Amaurot today. They would happily tell their own tales, but whenever we attempted to explain our situation, the conversation quickly became muddied. Whatever you may. Was aught worthy of interest said during your efforts to obtain a writ? Yeah, the guy next to me noticed that I'm carrying around another warrior of light with me. A great sacrifice of life in exchange for their brethren's resurrection. And you say all the Ascian scheming has been leading to this? All this time. But if they still mean to enact this plan, then things won't end with the rejoining. I thought we knew their intention in full. Restore the world to its former glory, and in turn empower Zodiac to reclaim its throne to the will of the star. Yet that was merely a step along the way. I hesitate to put it into words, but we have to assume that following the final rejoining, the Ascians mean to draw on the lives of the Source to make their sacrifice to Zodiac. That does seem like the most likely scenario. Mayhap those who ally with the Ascians will be spared that fate. But what value is there in surviving when all our history, all our struggles will be erased? I cannot conscience such an act. Of course not. That's not to say not of what Emet Selch plans for the Exarch's power. Do we stand by and let him threaten our future as well as our past? We need to find him, man. And when we do, make your mark. Change the course of history in a way that's felt by those who came before, and those who came after. By everyone you've ever met. Change things so that even my other self, dying somewhere in that future calamity, will smile and say, I knew you would win. Is fighting Emet Selch the only way? He created an entire city. It would take everything we have to defeat him, if we even can. When you push that hard in your current state, the light will break free. The decision to press on lies with you, just as it lies with each and every one of us. I don't know. Piety, I guess. That's good for dragoons, right? Heck yeah! I can fly now! Thancred stares quietly into the distance. He seems calm and assured, his easy stance born of confidence rather than false bravado. What is this? What is this? Thanks. Just checking to see if there's any, thing to claim here. Actually, wait, was that something? Oh, it's incomplete, that's why. Aragon's crown. No thanks. Ryanje glances your way, his expression hesitant. You see the struggle as he agonizes over the words he wishes to say. Stola meets your gaze with a strained smile. You seem to recall her wearing the sultry expression when speaking with Lys and Runar. Well, I don't like being looked at in the same way that she looks at Lys. I don't like Lys. Alphino is lost in thought, his eyes downcast. There is, however, no sign of the self-doubt which once assailed him with the falling snows. Inrine appears to be brooding over her choices. Apparently trembling hands betraying her mounting trepidation. Do you remember that talk we had atop the tower in Morkzok? I'm still the same mind now as I was then. I don't abandon you, you don't abandon me, and together we make a difference in this fight. There's always hope if we look for it. I saw it again and again as you tore those veils of light from the sky. We keep taking that next step forward, there's a chance we'll find a way to save you. So no matter how long it takes or how much it hurts, you can count on me to keep on walking. If all three spoke of the disaster it would bring upon our own heads, the ceaseless conflict. Imagine how it would sneer to see what's become of the first, not to mention your perilous predicament. And yet, who can deny the fire your deeds have ignited in people's hearts? You achieved what my logic and ideals never could, uniting disparate peoples under the banners of hope and common purpose. Without you, that giant talus would never raise its head. I have borne witness to many such miracles at your side and would do so again. This is but another obstacle on the road. So come, let us travel it. Drag me through wonder and danger as you are wont to do, and I shall endeavor not to slow you down. By the way, the giant talus he mentioned, I think I have a screenshot of it. It's massive. Like, so one of the light wardens had his abode in the sky and raised like the top of a mountain up into the air to be away from us, so they, you know, couldn't reach, basically. I actually have a picture of it right here. So that's what he did, raised the giant thing up into the air like the nutcase that he is. And oh boy, do I not have a picture of the actual talus itself? The taluses are just they're giant stone golems, basically. And with the help of like literally everyone left alive, we came together to build a giant one of those. I think all the screenshots are kind of out of order, unfortunately, which makes this a little bit difficult to find things. Not a bunch of different light warden screenshots, but sadly, no. Darn. Alright, never mind. I don't have a screenshot of it. As well thou knowest, if we are to usher Emet Selch unto his rest, we must needs bind his Ascian soul, and then shatter it with overwhelming force. The former task requires authority, and such have I prepared, upon the Exarch's asking no less, though 'twas ever mine intent to provide said boon. The future whence our noble friend doth hail is a world fallen to Ascian artifice. It would not see such grim history repeated. In a sense, Emet Selch's destruction will be the culmination of the Exarch's efforts, a reward for all he hath endured these many years. Yet even as thou stridest into the jaws of peril, forget not but that his fondest wish, and that of many others besides, is to see thee survive unto the morrow. 'Tis in pursuit of that happiest of outcomes that I do pledge to remain at thy side. Do you think Old English is really hard for people with lisps to speak? Because of the, like the number of THs all over the place? Our time in the first has never been Our time in the first has been a never-ending succession of trials, as arduous as our path in the source ever was. Yet through all our journeys together, through that deep and foreboding wood, you helped me to stay true to my convictions. Thus would I return the favor. Do as your heart decrees, without hesitation or regret. That is all I will say on the matter. What's up, Thancred? Well, this has put everyone in a solemn mood, hasn't it? Honestly, we're not even sure this will be the end of it. But I suppose we should speak our minds when we have the opportunity. You taught me that much in Amaurot. So forgive me this moment of sentiment, man. By dragging me into this sorry mess, you give me the chance to think and act as I should have, for Reen's sake. Words cannot express how much this has changed my life or how grateful I am for your support. So I shall express my gratitude through action instead. No matter where you decide to go, I'll be there guarding your back. Hi Reen, how you doing? When Minfilia entrusted me with her power, she warned me that no matter how strong you become, you can still fall victim to despair. You can still feel powerless. She was right. After you collapsed on Mount Gulg, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. If I made a mistake, If I failed to bind the light within you, I was terrified you would die. Even now, you could be moments from turning, and I wouldn't know how to save you. You, Thancred, the others. You've all been there when I needed help. Minfilia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. I should be ready to do the same for you. And I want to, I do, but I'm not good enough. She told me to follow your example, and I've really tried. I shouldn't. Man, I don't know. I'm not sure who you... Actually, never mind. I think the answer might be different for all of us. No, nothing will come of brooding here in self-pity. I've made my decision. I'm going with you. Well, duh, where else are you gonna go? You gonna swim back up? Oh yeah, let me just ride my flying elephant through the downtown look like. Sorry. It's just kind of ruins it a little bit, you know? Oh, okay, this door opens. Hello. Welcome to the capital. All visitors must present an official writ of permission before admittance will be granted. Your document appears to be in order. You may proceed into the capital, but any guest you may choose to bring you must remain in your vicinity at all times. Door open, Emet will be there probably? Or no?
This really is unacceptable. I gave you very specific instructions.
Emet Selch.
Hold on, is this loud enough? Let me just turn it up so you can hear them chatting. Okay.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation.
Nice rhyme.
Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not she who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly? Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities.
Literally.
He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature.
Just because he's a clone doesn't mean he's any less complete than the rest of us.
I must explore the limits of his capabilities and harness that power for the Ardor. Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients? Look at me! I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you, fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his Sin Eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other? Of course they wouldn't! And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us and us alone.
Emet Selch! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust, but not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction, and that is why we will not abandon our course.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost? Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star. Behold the coming oblivion. 'Twas the end of our era and the beginning of our great work. A fitting backdrop for your final judgment.
shall wait within. But do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Oh ho. New duty. Is it just a fight against him, or do I have to fight through things, I wonder? Oh, sweet. Small talk first. Can feel it. Beyond the flames of darkness waiting to swallow our light. Yeah? Do I get to fight like some form of Zodiac or something? Ready when you are. If it's proof he wants, we'll give him a fight the likes of which he's never seen. In those final days, 'tis said that monstrous beasts were set loose in the city. Terrors made flesh by sorcerers run rampant. If Emet Selch had been faithful in his reconstruction, then we must be prepared to face such abominations. Alright, so it's not just a boss fight. It's a whole thing. I reasoned that Emet Selch would not harm the Exarch until he had learned the tower's secrets, but his parting words suggest otherwise. Let us make haste. Your friend may not have the luxury of decades to wait for you this time. I won't ask you to hold back. That time is long past. Just try to snuff at the worst of the embers before they reach you. Just say the word. However harrowing the scene that awaits us, they will not be swayed from our course. Indeed. Cool. So I'll do this as a ninja. I've gotten way too used to fighting as a ninja as opposed to Dragoon, so. Oh, but who are we gonna bring? We're forced to bring Thancred, unfortunately, because he's the only tank. I feel like I should bring Alphino just because he's the only one who actually spoke up to Emet, so. But I don't know, Orianji might be more fun.
Our fates are not yet seen.
Should I bring Y'shtola or the Oracle? Or Alice. Because Alice is a red mage, so that's kind of handy.
Here we go. Victory will be ours. Victory will be ours.
My strength is yours.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. I really like that they're like you can bring NPCs for these things and such, and they actually have good AI. It still takes way longer than if you were going in with like a party of real people, but that's kind of okay for these things. Kind of lets you enjoy the story more. Also, I think it is now a bit too loud, so lower it down. Okay. Bear witness to the first doom.
Final days of Amaurot.
Oh, that's certainly. Oh, okay. Never mind then. I guess that creature doesn't matter.
Of our star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation begat malformed beasts.
It's like a giant kobold, but different. Yeah, we could have done this as Dragoon, I suppose, but I'm just so used to going through the rotations for Ninja nowadays. It has like so much fun stuff to do. Though Oh god. I dare say, that the fights are significantly slower. Than if you had, you know, a full bunch of people. So it definitely takes longer by like 3 times longer than if you were going through with a party of people, but it's fine. Because also it kind of works really well for learning, because since the NPCs know all the attacks and such, you can kind of pick up on cues from them, especially for the bosses. I mean, not so much for these ones. Also, I suppose the more selfish reason to enjoy this type of thing is that, you know, you get all the goodies. All the treasure chests are yours without any, you know, extra stuff going on. Alright, Thancred, go do your thing. Oh, cool. Thanks, Thancred. Come on, drop it. But yeah, my ire earlier against Thancred was partially because, like, he's a tank, which is handy because, you know, no one else is, but you always have to bring him because of that. And I want other people's dialogue. It almost makes me wish that, like, I had a tank of, you know, proper level to do these things, because then I could just do it instead. And then I'd get to bring more characters that I like more. Not that Thancred's a bad dude. I did find him a little bit insufferable though, this expansion. Like I said earlier, Urianger became, you know, one of my favorites during this because of all of his fun quips and everything else that he did throughout all of this. But Thancred was just so annoying. Go, Thancred. Wait, hey, what are you doing? You're like perfectly taunted to him or something? What's going on with you? Feels like a waste to use my thing, but whatever. Excuse me. I'm hoping that that this is like kind of a ultimate or penultimate battle or something like that, because I'm not going to be able to do much more after this. Too tired otherwise.
As prayer gives rise to primals, our dread may manifest our deepest fears.
Oh, hello, thing. Hi. see how well we do here. Venomous Breath. I need this out of my way. Score away all life, but call down Cosmic Deluge. Oh boy. Let's not overlap, shall we? Oh, interesting. I assume we need to hide behind the rocks. Oh shit, I should have done the other one. Oh well, it's fine. Oh boy. That's a good place to be. Over here? Ouch. I think he's about to do his big thing, right? Yep. Oh, we already have a to actually shoot. Another sweeten to get a trick attack. It's kind of fun. Like when you play with the NPCs and everything, they'll also use the limit breaks if you don't after a while. So it's kind of encouraging to do that. Hi, Sharp Singu. Oh god. Oh god, Alphino, where are you going? Oh god. Why? Just wanna get a little bit closer. We're almost there. There you go. Alright, what kind of cool thing did we get? We got a choker of casting that I can't use. Cool. I wonder how many of these like horrible creatures were conjured from like babies being scared and whatnot. Probably a lot, I would imagine. Terminus Flesher. What a name. That was wrong, I should have. Oh well, it's fine. I think I get the most out of Boonshin if I use it on my Y move here, like having it trigger there. Also, I don't have my buff active because I'm stupid. Let's do this. But yeah, like I said, like I've gotten so used to Ninja now because I like played it for over a month in order to grind it up to the point where I could continue the main story with it. That playing Dragoon feels a little bit awkward now because there's just not as much to do. Like I enjoy how busy it is. Like between the button combinations of things to, you know, memorize and to use your different abilities and everything, to all the different cooldowns that you kind of manage while doing all this stuff. Like it's just fun to do, and you get into kind of like flow state with it. Could you stop harassing Alpha now, please? Thanks. And I'm still terrible at watching my gauge. You would think, considering that it's a giant countdown timer, that it would be easier to keep track of, but I missed the obvious, I suppose. Also, my ticker doesn't still say ring fit, right? Just making sure. I did update it. Oh wait, you're the only one left. There you go.
The city's
Oh god.
burned. The waters ran red with blood.
Sounds like a bad time, Emet Selch. Oh, that's a random thing to get. So, oh, look at that thing. What is that, Bahamut? What's going on there? Oh god, there's so many angry things. Hold on, we gotta boost it up. Oh yeah. Yeah, I played Ring Fit earlier today, actually, so that's why I was a little confused. But it's a good emote, I like it. Let's do this first. And then activate that, and then go from there. Because I think we get more damage out of it this way, since Bunshin activates 5 stacks. And then we get 3 of the combo action from that. Is there a treasure chest over this way? Hopefully. Maybe? No. Terminus Detonator. That's a name. Drop it right there. Suppose this works. I always kind of feel a little bit bad when I don't bring like both of the twins along. Like I'm separating them from each other. It's like, oh, I should have, but then I wouldn't be able to bring Y'shtola. And my buff isn't active again. But... Oh, yeah, do you play this game at all? Sharpston do? Just curious. Whee! Okay, down to the 1. Oh, there's a treasure car. Here we go. Bonk. Too much of a time investment. I understand that. I actually just... So, to get the latest expansion installed... Ooh, pretty. To get the latest expansion installed, I had to, like, finally uninstall the free trial launcher version and get the, like, real one, quote-unquote, installed. And it, like, you know, my playtime is still my playtime. 36 days, 8 hours, and 59 minutes. But on Steam, it's now like you have like 20 hours or something like that. And I'm like, that's not right. There's like 600 something hours on the free trial version. Also, what is this thing? Goblin chicken body. But to be, like, generally speaking, I don't consider myself someone who like really likes not RPGs, likes MMOs, because when I first started playing this, I was like so upset when it forced me to do dungeons with people. I was like, I don't want to. Oh, interesting. But I got a little bit more into it, but I don't think I would play any other MMOs, honestly. Hey, why don't you come over here so we can all fight together? And I'm really enjoying the fact that in this particular expansion, that you get these things called trusts, which is what I'm doing now, where you fight alongside NPCs rather than like actual players. It takes longer because the NPCs aren't as strong as, you know, everyone else is, and they don't like know the proper way of murdering everything like super quickly by grouping things. But that said, they know all the mechanics of the fight, so they kind of help teach you it, and like to dodge things as necessary. Really trying to get rid of this guy. Why are there so many enemies just like right here? I think I'll do. God, there's so many of them. They're the second Doom. Is the second Doom not really like an enemy? It's more just like Elvis. I mean, I guess it's the weird monkey bird thing, but or goblin bird, goblin chicken. Oops, wrong move. But I remember, like, when I first started playing this game, I spent like 100 hours at least, like, just crafting and enjoying the crafting system and not really doing any of the main story. The only reason I would go do main story was to unlock new areas in order to get more things for crafting, because I couldn't access like anything. Burst. Oh boy. But that said, like, that's probably because like A Realm Reborn, like, it's good, it's enjoyable, but it is nowhere near as good as Heaven's Ward, and definitely not as good story-wise as Shadowbringers has been. Because this has just been like fantastic. I played this the entire. Ouch.
Yet this is far from the worst.
Oh, that's it.
Come, and I will show you.
Okay, Emmett, got it. Whee! Ooh, pretty.
Just a little further.
So this is
And you will see the end of a world.
neat. I wonder, I can't tell because the camera's too small. Okay, I think it's... Okay. I was curious if it was going to be like, you know, like Earth continents or those things. What is that thing? Look at that. Oops. Terminus Lacerator. these things and their names. What is that, like, Cthulhu blob of tentacle over there? It's like a hornet or like wasp skin. But yeah, also, sorry, just going back to the subject of playing MMOs and or not and whatnot. I know one of the other things that's probably been the main driver, besides how much I enjoy the story, but probably like one of the main reasons why I kept with it when I was originally trying it out and the story wasn't like amazing, was I really liked the fact that you can play this game with a controller. Like that was like honestly the main thing, is like getting to play you first. Getting to play MMOs with the controller. Like typically, like it could happen and it'd be okay in a few places, but most of the time it was like kind of an add-on thing, or you like Vindictus, that was pretty good, but you still had to you still really had to use mouse and keyboard to navigate a lot of menus. But because I guess it's probably because Final Fantasy 14 is available on like PlayStation and all those other things, that they did like as good of a job with it as they did for making sure it's playable on a controller and such. But it's so much nicer for me because I really don't enjoy mouse and keyboard controls for games, generally speaking. Cthulhu blob. Every time I look over at this thing, they're like these things. It reminds me of like Bayonetta, like enemy design wise, just like the absurd bizarreness of it all.
The star was fading. We saw we had to weave its laws anew.
Yeah, the big faces. That's probably it. More materia. Huh. I want like some cool Ascian armor. Come on. Okay. Come on. Oh, it's still on cooldown. Whoops. Yeah, we need to use this. But yeah, I really suck at playing as a tank, though. Tank or healers, just garbage at those rolls. But I like DPS rolls; they're fun. Get out of the way, and then we'll go into trick attack from here. Oh yeah. Is it dead? Yeah, okay, it's dead. This is really pretty, though. I mean, terrible. The world is literally ending, but you know, at least it's pretty while it's blowing up. Kind of like Titan AE. That was a good... I remember that being a really fun movie. Even if it had some cheesy bits here and there. One of my friends, remember he was obsessed with it as a kid. Not in like the worst of ways, but he loved it very, very, very much. Remember for a while, like, I go over to his place, and I feel like we'd watch it like every time I went over. It would just be on. It'd be like, can we just play Smash Brothers instead? But yeah, so since you don't play this, just as a fun thing, the class I'm playing is Ninja, which is like the evolved form of the Rogue class, and the thing that makes it lots of fun is the mudra, which in like over here, these ones, the top right things, different button combinations of Gene, Chi, and Ten, which are the my X, Y, and Z over here, give you different abilities. And so, you know, I have them written down in front of me, but I've memorized them at this point. No, but the treasure coffer! I wanted the treasure! Alright, we're fighting the giant pachinko machine. Therian. Okay, but can I have the treasure though? Yes, okay, good. More savaging, okay. Okay, sorry, just looking at my cooldowns. Whee! Okay, is he removing? What kind of nonsense is he doing? Oh, that seems bad. Okay, yeah, okay, over by his feet then. Ah, I see. Holy shit. Oh boy. Should I duck into the corner? Oh god! Okay, you can fall off the edge. Didn't realize that. And lo, vile beast did rise. Yeah. Yeah, did they? Oh man, whoops. God. Sorry. That's happened to me so many times. Not here, obviously. This is my first time here, but with Dragoon was my main class that I played, and they have a penchant for falling off all the time because they have jumps in their moveset. But yeah, it's really fun though. You've been playing Risk of Rain 2. That I haven't actually played the game. Like I said, I don't do a lot of mouse and keyboard type shooters and those types of things. But I have watched streams of it, and it has really good music. That's like the main takeaway that I got from Risk of Rain. It's like, one, it's pretty hard, I guess, to... It seems like it's kind of hard to get like a really good build to beat the final boss sometimes. But definitely the music is really, really good. Okay, let's try this again. Get the buff going. Drop my dot. Isn't new player friendly, I see. I remember like watching people play it, like it always seemed like at least one or like a couple of people would know like what all the items did, and like, you know, everyone always had to ask like, oh wait, what is this? Because it seemed like there weren't that many like there weren't a lot of tooltips, I guess, or something is what it seemed like to really tell you what was going on. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, but he's taking up more of the stage, huh? Alright. I should try to get trick attack. Oh fuck. Yeah, let's stand in the death ray. Yeah, good. It's fine. We can get it back. This is sort of the flaw of roguelites, but yeah. Yeah, I remember like that was one of the things that I liked the most about Hades, generally speaking, was Hades did a really good job of like letting you know what each thing did. More so than other roguelites. That and just like, you know, oh god, okay, this is the side one, right? Yeah. I still haven't beaten the like end game, I suppose, of Hades, like after the like first credits. Well, that hurt. Okay, I see the two heads. Oh god, they're everywhere. Where did my party members just hide when that happened? Oh god. There's no more space left on this thing. Just saying, like, if he doesn't have Therian charge, then we're dead? I assume he's not going to, but... we almost got the limit break, though. Big almost. Okay, well, this clearly isn't going to kill it, but at the very least it will do some damage. So, he's not going to do it, right? The Therian charge, because there's... no, he's doing a Deathly Ray. Okay, I'll stand with Alphino, I guess. Ow. Yeah, thanks, Alphino. Oh god. I can't take too much. I can't see. We're almost there, though. Sacrifice our star would surely perish. Deathly Ray again. Let's hang out with Y'shtola. Oh god. Let's do a sweet one. Oh no, we're good. We win. Die, pachinko machine. What of you? Where is Emet Selch? Good question. Da, 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 da. More important, lollyho. Did I get something cool for this? I got earrings of aiming, which are not for this class. I just kind of want to peek off the edge. So where are these meteor bits coming from? Like, what is breaking up? Also, do they not have a moon? Was this the moon? Is that what happened? Did the moon explode? It's cool looking, I'm just questioning what actually happened here. Alright, let's see the cutscenes and find out, I guess.
Well, you prevailed.
Nevertheless, your performance was underwhelming, and I remain unconvinced of your worthiness. Oh, you tower over your misbegotten ilk, no doubt. But should I bring my full strength to bear, well, you would be as leaves in the wind.
Is it loud enough? Can you actually hear him talking? Can turn it up again.
The gulf between us is a reflection of the disparity between the world as it was and what it has become.
Our worlds may not live up to your lofty standards, but they are our worlds, our homes, full of life and love and hope. And we won't stand by and let you destroy them!
Alizé!
You are a mistake. For we who have known perfection, the shattered source and these shards are ghastly mockeries of the true world. The ephemeral lives you exalt are pale imitations, utterly devoid of meaning.
Belittle us all you like, but we will rise again and again, and give the lie to your insults through word and deed. We define our worth, not the circumstances of our creation.
More prattle. Fool, who are you? No one, nothing. Once I have reclaimed my heritage, my first act will be to expunge your stain from history's weave. My world will have no need for heroes.
Oh, we're having a bad time, aren't we?
Still fighting the good fight.
Got a little used to
It is
it.
true that all we hold dear is fated to fade away, but that is no reason for us to forsake it.
To take what steps we may, and thus mark the road for those who would follow, to strive for the best of all futures. Be this not also thy purpose?
Do not presume to speak of my future.
And you? Why waste your final moments in futile defiance? Weary wanderer, you've no fight left to fight, no life left to live. See? The light will not be denied.
Surrender to your fate, and let the transformation take you.
Rise up in madness and fury. Devour the vermin infesting the land which is rightfully ours. Now, Reed! Now!
Fight it. You have to hold on.
Come on, buddy. She's just shooting her goo, my dude. That's all. For context, we've been going around defeating these things called Sin Eaters, which are.
The strength to take another step. Could you do it?
We've been defeating these things called Sin Eaters that like contain a bunch of light in the world that has been destroying everything, and she's been containing the light within herself as she destroys them to restore the world to balance, and she's taken on too much basically, so that's why she's currently exploding with light and etc.
Could you save our worlds?
I could try. You know I could. But all by myself. Oh, sweet.
Take it. We fight as one. This world is not yours to end. This is our future. Our story. No, it can't be.
That trick of the light. You are a broken husk, nothing more. How can you hope to stand against me alone?
We stand together.
How? I'm surprised you can stand at all.
I could not well leave matters half finished. Let expanse contract, eon become instant. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call!
Is he summoning the other Warriors of Darkness?
Damn you all! Very well. Let us proceed to your final judgment. The victor shall write the tale, and the vanquished become its villain.
Let us cast aside titles and pretense,
And reveal our true faces to one another.
I am Hades, he who shall awaken our brethren from their dark slumber.
The dying gasp now accessible. This is just a regular duty, not a... yeah. Oh, God. But it's also so late, but this is so good. Let me in. Let me in. How long is the queue time? 5 minutes? Okay. Let's see if that holds true. Got some good chills during those cutscenes. I'm just gonna, you know, run around in circles while I wait, I suppose. Didn't get anything extra. Wonder. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should bother glamming it up. Anything there? My current outfit's decent. But I also just like this song, so. But this is the worst part about MMOs. This is like waiting for the duty finder to pop. This must be an instance area, right? Like no one else is gonna randomly pop in. Turn it down. Alright. We'll see how long this takes. If this takes more than like 10 minutes, I might just have to like not stream it or something. Because it is, as you can see by the local time, it's you know, getting late. I originally, you know, thought that I would do that one fight, and then I kind of assumed that the story would just keep going, and there'd be some twist that would let the people get away or whatever, but that is not the case. So, we looked through there already. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna look to see if there's any like unclaimed stuff, because I have a habit of not claiming things. But yeah, this is cool. There's like mysteries kind of being revealed to us a little bit here and there. Like there's a couple things that Emet Selch, or I guess his real name is Hades, I suppose, has been like hinting at, like that, like the Warriors of Light might have some form of like Ascian soul to their soul. Like maybe some Ascian like split themselves across to create the Warriors of Light themselves as a thing. maybe. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's like my current working theory based on what I know. It was nice to see that the lore dumps that we got from chatting with the people around Amaurot was accurate. I guess that Emet Selch isn't just his name; it's his title. So, I mean, him saying that his name is Hades is like kind of the way that I'm seeing that as like, yeah, that's how it is. But it's interesting and neat. I don't. Oh, here we go. Unclaimed. What is this? Twin Adder Echelon. Earn 500,000 sermon seals. Complete all order the Twin Adder's entries in the honey log. Wait, when did I get this? Give me that mammoth. Neat. I did have a couple things unclaimed. Mammoth 03G. Huh. I got another achievement. Collect 30 follow type minions. Neat. Well, I suppose we can pop it open, I guess, while I'm waiting. We have a tank. It's taken 5 minutes, but there is a tank. Yeah, I have the feeling that that's not gonna pop anytime soon, unfortunately. Little warrior of light. Unable to summon minion here. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's weird. You can't summon a minion when you're... Huh. Weird. But okay. I assume that means you can't summon your mount either. Oh, the tank went away. I don't think I'm getting in here tonight. Whee! But yeah, cool. It's sad to move away from that because that's a fun song to listen to. It's the song that plays when like during the opening cutscene and such for the expansion, and like I don't know, it's real good. You can find it on YouTube, also just in the thing, but I don't know how much like it will mean to someone who hasn't played through, because like in the same way that most games have like their opening cutscene, like they make more sense the more you play, and then you know like interesting things about it, and like, you know, things that have different meanings in it and whatnot. That's just a good time. Here, go have fun. Let them go, doing their training. Man, might have to make a new ninja glam or something. I don't know about these big poofy pants I got going on. But yeah, I'm just gonna do like the quick rundown, like to the gold saucer, and walk by fucking Lady Demetresque, like actual Lady Demetresque. Look at this. Miss Demetresque trash. That sure is a tall lady. What a world. But yeah, I think I'm basically done for the night. I don't expect this duty to pop. I would love to finish it tonight, honestly, because this is obviously like the last fight of the part of this expansion, I would think, before it moves on to the other stuff. It's been a really good build up, and I'm really enjoying this. But I don't think that duty popper is gonna I don't think it's gonna pop. I think I'm gonna have better luck tomorrow, honestly. Because I think probably for people to show up in that queue, I think they had to be queuing in the main scenario one, which I can't imagine too many people would do that at 11 o'clock at night. I mean, there's other places in the world, but even still. Oh, I have no idea where I should go for this one. Yeah, sure. How about this? 36, cool. It's not having a lot of luck, it feels. There we go. 10,000. Thank you. There are like a surprisingly decent amount of people here. Actually, maybe it will pop. We only need one more healer, one more tank, and 2 DPSs, and the DPSs are generally the easy ones. So it's 645? Yeah, that's right. Let's see if I can... Oh, no. Get my little buddies off and adventuring. Have fun. Me? Kagana. Oh wow. What are you doing? These two people are just crashing the market over here. We'll put it up at normal price. Maybe at a nice one. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, so it's sad. Like there's enough. If this was a normal duty, like a dungeon, then we would have enough people to go through it and do it. But because it's a full party fight, that is not the case. So can't teleport. Yeah. All right. You can tell, right, that I like want to want to keep going with this. It just feels like blue balling to not, but I gotta go to bed. Got all that stuff. I have work tomorrow. Yada yada. So probably gonna stop here. Oh, or not. Or not. All right. All right. That's fine. Why did it pop when we only have 2 DPSs? What's going on? It's Hades.
Show me your vaunted strength, and I shall expose the lie of your fragmented existence.
Alright, let's get this going. And it's playing the music here too. Oh, that's an angry looking move. Okay. I didn't really pick up on the cue for that, but Try. Oh shit. Get out of people's way. What's this move he's doing here? Oh, okay. I assume we should dodge it, maybe? Oh god, I just died. I lost track of myself there for a second. Where's his back? Right here? Okay, so those are going back. We stand behind it. Okay, I see. Oh god, and then he does this bullshit. Oh, get me out of there. Oh, there's... Oh, hello. What should... Oh, okay. Fuck. No. Oh, shit. I have to cancel that. Wait. There's a stack and a... That's confusing. I don't know what to do in that situation. Nope. Oh fuck. Yeah, hi. Help. They die so fast, I just lose them. Sounds bad. Can't even target him.
I am stifled by this vessel of flesh.
The limit gauge resets? Whoa. What? What do you mean the limit gauge resets? Can I actually... Okay, there we go. Like, I can't target him. Ooh. His hitbox is so big that I really don't need to stand that close to him, but I'm just stupid, so... Okay, people who are targeted go on either side. Oh, I see. My bad. Thank you. Dual strike. Okay, I'm gonna be attacked, so move somewhere that's not directly on people. I assume we... oh god, I can't see. I assume we don't stand in the circles. Or maybe we do stand in the circles? Gay baby jail. Okay, I'm gonna interpret that as get in the thing. Ooh, jeez, that is a shadow stream. Am I on the wrong side again? Okay, no, we're good. Titanomancy? I can't see shit, Captain. Oh, fetters. This is intentional, I suppose. Active time! Quick time events! Sorry, buddy. Call him by his name. Okay. Do 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 do. What a burger. All right, let's see what's up. What's the cutscene?
Will not yield. Should I so enemies fight? What will become of you?
Wonder Twins activate.
Now! Strike with all thy might!
Battle axe. Battle axe. Come on. Yep, battle axe.
Remember. Remember us. Remember that we once lived.
Aww.
It's over. Emet Selch is no more.
Well, don't be so happy about it. That makes me sad.
How do you fare?
What dost thou see?
Her ether. It is as it used to be. As a disciple of Zodiac, the Ascian was the darkness to your light. I can but assume that when you set your strength against his, the light within you was spent.
No, it's more than that. Under the strain of that incredible flood of ether, your soul had begun to break apart. Yet now it seems somehow restored. I tried to help you before the battle, but Emet Selch stopped me. So, how did you... exactly what did you... Can you tell us what happened?
I had help from a friend. It's like, do you not see that glistening, shiny axe right there? Like, Reen doesn't know what that means, but the others should recognize it. I'll explain another time. No, I'd help.
I see.
Oh, hi, buddy. How goes being the clone with the worst luck on the planet?
Where to start?
I believe I owe you all an apology. And you, most especially.
Pray don't forget us, your bygone kin. With one world's end as a new begin. And should our souls scatter unto the wind, still we shall live on. Stand tall.
Oh.
Well, 'tis good to be awake.
So, by the way, that guy right there with the crystal in his body and whatnot, he is a clone made by an ancient civilization to like basically be a key for the crystal tower that were the raids in the alliance raids in the first like base game, and you end up sealing him into the tower at the end of it because he sacrifices himself to save you from like a dark abyss basically, and so you know you don't really expect to see him again.
All I could see from here was the whale, Master Chai.
'Twas surely Alphino and those friends of his. They did something heroic, mark my words. You need only look up there for proof of that.
Take it easy, Sharpstein. Hope you enjoyed seeing some good Final Fantasy action. Lots of story.
They are coming back, aren't they? I couldn't bear the thought of...
There, dear. Everything will be all right.
There, look! Over there, over the beach!
I can breathe underwater. Why am I just like splashed up like that? Where's all my friends? What happened to the Crystal Exarch?
Greetings! You alright? Welcome back!
Everyone else coming out? Yep. Guess it's harder for them.
The whole way back. Heavens, take me.
Oh, hells.
Shut up, Alisa. You can breathe underwater too.
Wait! Where's Urianger?
Studying.
He must have fallen behind.
Oh, wait, no, he's walking across the water, isn't he?
But shouldn't we look for him?
He'll wash up sooner or later.
Alphino!
Ah.
Come back, dear ones!
Hi, buddy.
And thus did salvation come to the first. The lamps of Amaurot will fade along with Emet Selch's enchantments, and the depths shall be as once they were. Mount Gulg will one day fall, and the Talos below yield to wind and rain.
There's the giant golem we made to hold a mountain.
This tale, too, will fade with time, passing into legend as the world heals and moves on. Nevertheless,
so how are they getting them home? That's my big question.
as ether obeys the cycle, as death and decay gives way to new life,
oh, his axe isn't bloody anymore. Look at that.
so too do the memories we share inspire others to rise to greatness. For we who walk before may lead those who walk after. Your road goes ever on, as does your story, as does your legacy. Such is the hero's lot, to touch the lives of countless others.
Excuse me? You're the Warrior of Darkness, aren't you?
I suppose that's what they call me.
Where are you from, really? And how did you get to be so strong?
It's cute. Alright, credits roll. Like the other credits, I guess, besides the ones that just played. Yeah, cool. Alright, I gotta end this stream. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope you enjoyed seeing the end of Shadowbringers. I enjoyed playing it, so you know, we're all happy here. But take it easy, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna play more Eterna Noctis and fight that damn robot boss. we'll see how well that goes. Hopefully better than yesterday's. I mean, we did beat a robot boss, but preferably I don't have to do that fight the entire stream. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. I gotta get a good night's sleep before then to rest up my thumbs, I guess. But I'll chat with you all later. So take it easy, everyone, and bye for now.